I startled you? Again? Really, my dear child of man, you should be used to this by now. I'm here once a week. Same night, same time. I'm amazed that the others haven't caught up to me yet. Nothing. Don't worry yourself of it. Tell me, dear, how have you been? Any intriguing stories to share with me? I know you have a name. As do I, and yet I choose to not let you call me by it. And in turn, I shall not call you by yours until I am well prepared. Besides which, I personally quite enjoy giving you my own name to call you by. It is enjoyable. I'm sure you do dislike it, but I can't imagine it's worse than what anyone else has done to you recently, knowing how strange your friends are. Let us ignore that. I feel it more important that we focus on you. Tell me, child of man, how have you been? The same as ever is not always a good thing. You have a complicated life here. Do you not dislike it? You have to put up with a strange amount. I find it very impressive that you are not crumbling under the pressure. You are very admirable for that. I hope you know. I often worry that you may not realize exactly how brave you are. You are brave, very brave, and you've only proved my point. You are very brave. You are facing a new world, all on your own. A place unfamiliar, entirely unfamiliar. You are brave. Hardship is not easy to face. You should be very proud. I do believe that, wholeheartedly, in fact. I find it sad that you don't. I suppose I am here on a night I wouldn't usually be. But you're changing the subject, and I don't appreciate that. You truly are unaware of how magnificent you are, aren't you? You don't realize, and that's very sad. Fine, I shall humor you with why I'm here. There is a meteor shower tonight, a beautiful one. And your dorm happens to have one of the best views of such things. The sky here is clear of smog, and the stars are bright. A stark contrast to your actual building. But I love that too, so... Yes, well, I am usually here to look at gargoyles, but I prefer in this instance to look at the stars. I do admire the gargoyles here. They are beautiful, but I have seen them many times. A meteor shower is a far more rare occurrence, and us at Diasomnia do not have the best view of such things. The skies there are dark and filled with gloom and thunder. Yes, I am from Diasomnia. You are not getting another hint of who I am, though. I feel that would ruin what we have. It is not that I think you wouldn't welcome me for who I am. It is that I think others would judge you for your closeness to me, and I do not want that for you. I do not want that for anyone. Therefore, I shall not have it happen. Instead, we shall remain simply friends, with no names. Well, no real ones. Yes, until then, my name is Hornton. I still think it is absolutely foolish, but I enjoy it. It is entertaining to me. You are very entertaining to me. You are so magnificently naive, and that, to me, is beautiful. Come with me. Lay in the grass and look up at the stars. The meteor shower starts very soon, and I don't want to miss it. Yes. Tell me, what are the constellations like in your world? Do the stars shine the way these do? I'm curious. I see. You don't see them often. Do you simply not try to, or is it hard to see them where you are? I know both are very possible. And it is both, of course. Tell me, is your world filled with smog too? Shame. I bet if it weren't, it would be as beautiful as this one, if not more. The people make it not so. That is a shame. Though I admit, I don't think you'll find many better people here than whatever you've found there. I'm sure you've noticed, but this isn't exactly the kindest place. I appreciate your kind outlook, but I don't think it's accurate. Twisted Wonderland is a vast and not often good place. There are good people, but I've found that the best person I know isn't from here. Yes, I mean you. You are the kindest soul I've ever met, and you are not even from my world. Which makes me wonder about the people of your world, and how they can be so cruel if they've created you. I'm sure they're very different. You must be quite the outlier. Ah, the first shooting star. You have to wish upon them, you know. But never tell anyone what you've wished for, or it won't come true. You have to keep it in your heart and remember it in silence, so that one day it will. Yes, the stars are beautiful. Ah, another one. I have always liked meteor showers and such. They are beautiful. Far more beautiful than anything I could ever dream of myself. Diasomnia is very similar to where I'm from, and it is dark there. You do not see the stars. There is only ever thunder and smog. I understand it was once a very beautiful place, but bad things happened. No, I will not tell you the truth, the whole story. You have not earned it. Well, that's not true. I'm sure you've earned it. I'm just not ready yet. And I'm not ready for the responsibility that it puts on you if you ever figure it out. I don't think I ever will be. I wouldn't want to saddle it onto you. Now, I have a feeling it would be best if you just watch the stars instead of distracting both of us. Yes, I am kidding. Still, look at the stars with me. Are they not beautiful? They have always brought me such joy. And yet lately they bring me less than I expect. No, I'm still very happy to be watching the meteor shower, it's not that. But there is something else that brings me far more joy about this situation than simply some falling stars. I do not expect that you would fully understand if I were to explain. Besides, you don't need any more stress on you than what you've had recently. Yes, I have heard. Quite the trouble you're in. And to think Ace is the cause of all of it. I can't particularly say I'm surprised. He always has been a bit of a troublemaker, hasn't he? Yes, since the very beginning of the year. Didn't he try to come and stay with you on the first few nights there? And now you've got Riddle to take care of. My, how stressful. And of course I hear you've got quite a few confessions to deal with. I'm not surprised in the slightest, though. Oh, you're amazing. Frankly, I'm surprised you don't have more people falling over themselves, begging you for your attention. Well, I personally wouldn't go about it that way, but I hear that's rather common. Figured I said anything. It's not important. I simply think that perhaps they should be a bit more creative in their approach. After all, how can they expect you to fall for them when they've given you nothing to fall for? But that could just be me. Perhaps they're magnificent, and you are tumbling over yourself for them. Enough of this discussion. This is, well, frankly, not the most interesting thing regardless, and honestly, I prefer we stopped talking about love. It's a stressful subject, in my opinion. Love is so in-depth, and it needs so much thought. I don't understand how people go about simply spouting it out all the time. But I suppose that's why they're so happy, isn't it? Excuse me, I'm ranting. How many stars is that now? I've lost count. Odd, usually I'm paying enough attention not to. You haven't been counting either, I assume. Of course. No. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Regardless, it is beautiful to watch. I'm sure 100 will fall just tonight. Yes, that is a common thing here. Do less stars tend to fall in your world? Less that you can see, I understand. You must be very far away from them. That is a shame. Falling stars are beautiful. It is getting very late. Perhaps you should go to bed. Yes, I do think you should get some sleep. If I'm not mistaken, you have a project from Cruel to finish. And I'm sure your new roommate will be missing you. Riddle enjoys your company, and if you're gone for too long, it may break his heart. Good night, child of man. I will see you tomorrow. Perhaps.